Ready? There it is.
This thing is the Swiss Army knife of guns. Whoever built this gun knew what they were doing. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Shift Fire, an exploration and appreciation of all things military culture. I am one of your hosts, Cameron Fath. I'm a former Army Ranger out of 2nd Ranger Battalion, and with me, as always, is my amazing co-host,
Israel Wright, former Green Beret. It's good to be back with you folks. And today we are going to do something we like to call Lethal Antiquities. Cameron, what is Lethal Antiquities?
Lethal Antiquities is an awesome segment where we bring in an expert from either the film or the gaming or the military or the firearms community to provide us a mystery weapon, the origin we know not of, and we are going to learn about it, and we are going to shoot it, most importantly.
Yes, that'll be the funnest part.
So we're super excited. But before we dive in here, make sure you guys are subscribed to our channel to stay up on all the latest from Shift Fire. You ready, brother?
Let's do it, man.
Let's go. Let's run. That way. That way.
Beep, beep. Hey, Clay.
Morning, guys.
What's going on, man?
sir.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Thanks for coming out, man. We really appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
Clay, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do in the film industry?
My name is Clay Van Sickle, and I'm an armorer with MovieGunGuy.com. Armorers are the folks on set who deal with all the weapons and make sure everybody's handling them in a safe way and making sure everybody gets their shots in a safe manner too.
Nice.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about what you might have been working on lately.
We're working on Apex Legends not very long ago. It'll be near and dear to that.
Yes.
I was the lead armorer on Top Shot on History Channel for 5 years.
I love that show. That's a great show.
Oldie but a goodie.
Oldie but a goodie.
And The Last of Us 2. We did a bunch of reload animations with those guys.
That's awesome, man. It sounds like you're a busy man.
Pretty busy. Yeah,
I know.
We're in demand. There's not a whole lot of us in North America, maybe
sure.
100 or so.
And I mean, the armor job is crucial, especially when you put these types of equipment in unexperienced people's hands.
Right.
You got an important role, man.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be Johnny on the spot. You really have to be paying attention to detail at all times, you know. And
Yeah, not only do we have to deal with safety, but we've also got to deal with continuity. On top of that, yeah, we often take on a training role. An actor walks in, has never picked up a weapon before. Okay, well, let's pull you off to the side and give you a 5-minute lesson, and off we go.
And then boom, professional.
Yeah,
5
exactly.
minutes of fame right there, man.
do you ever get those guys on set that are prior officers and be like, hey, don't worry, armorer guy, I got this?
Yeah.
I was a cook in the military. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do you guys deal in any of the larger, like you got any howitzers in the back or anything like that? Is that a different company?
Typically, that's something we sub-rent, because as specialized as armorers are in the film industry, when you get to bigger artillery, that's even more specialized. And we have partners that we work with that'll bring stuff in.
Bring in the tanks.
Exactly.
Awesome, man. Next time on Lethal Antiquities.
Yes. Well, sweet. That sounds like you stay busy, and it sounds like you love what you do, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I can't complain. It's
No.
a stupid job, but somebody's got to do
Just
it.
got to play with a bunch of guns. It sucks.
Darn it.
Yeah, darn it. So let's get to it, man. You got a box here for us, right?
Yep.
Contents, we have no idea what it is.
Right. This is a throwback to a bygone age. This might take you a little bit out of your comfort zone.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
I think you'll have some fun with this one, but you'll have to do some learning on it, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so
Interesting.
clean slate here, huh?
Yeah,
Clean
absolutely.
slate. Well, do you mind if we open this up? Let's see what's inside.
Let's take a look. Ready? There it is.
Wait a second.
I thought you said clean slate,
You said
bro.
bygone era. You totally got me.
Are you kidding me? Dude, I brushed my teeth with this thing, bro.
I bet.
This looks very familiar.
I bet it does. Yeah, the AR-15 platform, or the military version, the M4, is pretty ubiquitous in over 70 countries worldwide.
We're super familiar with this. I rock, the Mark 18 or the Block 2 M4 as well as a regiment. You had the old SOP mod kits and
SOP mod
Special
kit
Forces,
black.
which are all variants of the M4. I
Yep.
mean, Stoner invented it, introduced it in Vietnam,
Right.
and that's when we started implementing it into the U.S. forces. And I mean, the progression of this weapon to what it is now, they fixed all the improvements, because the original Stoner rifle was a piece of
It had some issues, yeah, for sure.
It gets so dirty and just stopped working on dudes in the field, and it couldn't do what it does now, which, I mean, I am an absolute fanboy of the AR platform just because it's so simple to use. Anybody can pretty much pick this weapon up and almost immediately know how to use it. You put the magazine, you charge it, and the bolt releases right there by your thumb. There's a reason that we still use this weapon to this day, just because it's so user-friendly.
Right, and you can go back to Stoner's original design, which is basically from here to here is really similar to the original design.
Yeah.
A lot of the improvements happened in the Barbie doll of rifles. You know, this is one of those weapons that there's 1,000 accessories, 1,000 options, 1,000 different variants, barrel length, the type of stock, optics, iron sights. You can put anything you want on this weapon, and it's really versatile.
So for the viewers that don't know the difference between an AR and M4, a lot of people like, oh, it's the same thing. You know, it's a weapon of war. Right? Can you explain the difference between the two?
Functionally, those weapons are exactly the same from here to here, except the M4 typically has either select fire or full auto capability. The M4 has 14.5-inch barrel, collapsible stock. You can get into the detailed specifics of what the military is asking for, but pretty much that's it. The civilian version is semi-auto only, meaning one trigger pull, one bang, whereas the burst fire version on the M4, sometimes it's got select fire, we get a 3-round burst, or full auto as well. So, but that's really the only difference. It fires the same round, either 5.56 or 2.23, and it's got pretty much the same capabilities. All right, so the reason I chose this, first up, A, you're both really familiar with it, and this is gonna give us a baseline for all the other weird stuff I'm about to throw at you. So you can compare everything from your baseline that you're both super familiar with to, well, I don't want to give anything away, but you'll understand the differences when you get to the manual of arms with some of these older weapons.
Okay, man, well, I'm excited. Let's waste no time. Let's shoot this puppy.
All right, let's go.
Rock and roll.
All right, boys, who's first?
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, let's do it.
On shoot, though.
On shoot.
I don't play any of this 1, 2, 3. Ready?
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
I'm a good loser.
All right, man, let's get it on.
You.
All right, everyone, eyes and ears. Range is hot. Lock and load, sir.
Oh, wow. This is actually, I'm not familiar with this stick.
Little
double stack. Yeah, wow.
Double mag, dude.
All right, ready to go?
Good to go.
On you.
Headshot.
Out.
Very cool, man.
It feels really good, man.
Sweet. My turn.
All right, get up here.
Lock and load, sir.
All righty. All right.
I think he needs a smiley face.
He has no torso.
Cold.
Gun's cold, range is cold.
Whoever built this gun knew what they were doing.
All right, guys, so you've had a chance to shoot this. There's one more thing I want you to play with, and I know you're both really familiar with this, but I want to do some tactical reloads with you guys, because the baseline with this is going to be really familiar to you. The manual of arms for some of the stuff I got coming up can be really, really different.
Right.
So let's use this as a baseline, and you know, if we get to muzzle loaders or cannons or some of the reloads might be a little different.
Something a little foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good,
man, I think we can do that.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Let's do it. Oh, a prone reload?
Maybe on your back.
Yeah. Yeah. On my
Call
back.
that a dead bug reload.
Bang, 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 bang. Or another one. Another style is like bang, 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 bang.
Looking slick, man.
Smooth like butter.
That was nice, man. That brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so tell me, man, because I know in your generation, having the old slot mod kits, what's the difference between the newer, like M4/AR types differences that you encountered on this rifle than the one that you had in your service?
Differences that I can remember, I mean, starting from the end, this buttstock is a lot slicker looking, a lot more easy to use, you know? Like we had a collapsible stock, but I don't remember adjusting it too much. But this one, it looks like, you know, it's just simple. You know, it's got these cleaning levers. They really improved on that. You know, we had the foregrips, the stub foregrips.
The gangster grip.
Yeah, the gangster right there.
The Knights Ornament, old school grip.
Yep, there you go. And you know, it's funny because this ambidextrous selector switch, I don't know if you saw me on there, switching from side to side, I have a bad habit of switching my thumb over to the left side to switch it to fire and then bringing it back over. I'm not used to actually having this thing right here because for all the special forces we had with all the cool equipment, I never had a left-handed gun. It was never set up for left-handed, you know.
I mean, just looking at those conventional M4s, those are not very lefty friendly. But nowadays, you know, as tech has advanced, you know, receivers being built by civilian companies and civilian manufacturers that, you know, accommodate lefties. The only thing you gotta worry about is that brass hitting you in the face. I know there's ambidextrous bolt releases, there's ambidextrous selector switches now. The charging handle on here is an ambidextrous charging handle. You can apply
it's
from either
real
side.
slick.
Yeah, the original only had a
left
spur on
side.
one
I
side.
remember that, yeah.
Yeah, but this one you can do it from any way. But yeah, man, that's why I love these guns, because you can get anything for them. It's not like the product that you buy or the product you're issued is what you have to use.
Yeah, like I said before.
The sky's the limit with these things.
This is the Barbie doll. Everything else is accessories.
Yeah, absolutely. This thing is the Swiss Army knife of guns.
That's a great way to put it.
Oh, one thing I can add actually with my experience, you know, only recently have I become aware of the C-clamp hold. It was either we had the stubby grip or we even kind of closer to the magazine well and stuff like that. But this grip especially,
The hand stop.
The hand stop, and then the C-clamp, that's something I'm still gonna have to keep training with, you know?
Absolutely, man. Just like these guns, tactics improve as well. And I mean, back in the late 2000s, that's when they started discovering these things from being exposed to conflict. And that's where we learn most of our tactics, because we go through conflict like Fallujah, where we're clearing buildings with, you know, full-size M16s. And then they're like, maybe, you know, the Marine Corps should give these dudes some M4s so they can clear easier with the shorter gun. And, you know, we're learning from these conflicts, and I think your generation was hard. They were tough. And my generation, we took all the experience that you guys had and we really improved it and, you know, refined it to what you see being taught in like advanced carbine and pistol courses now. So I'm excited for the future to see like what else comes with these guns or what other tactics are, you know, discovered and starting to be implemented through our military and our law enforcement officers. So, dude, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, this will give you a good baseline for all the insanity that's to come.
Yeah, thanks for giving us something that's very comfortable and familiar.
Start you off easy.
That's right.
Yeah, something super wazoo like the M4. Never touched one of these in my life, man. It's crazy.
Well, Clay, thanks so much for joining us. Where can people get a hold of you, or what would you like to shout out for yourself in terms of Movie Gun Guy?
The easiest place to get a hold of us is on the website, moviegunguy.com.
Hey, all right. Folks, thanks for joining us on this edition of Lethal Antiquities. Really hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment in the comments section. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you want to see in future episodes. We appreciate you being here. This is Shift Fire.
Why don't you tell them a little bit? Tell us a little, go for it, man.
You go. No, you were on a roll, man. Brother Clay, I'd ask you what video games this might be featured in, but I feel like it's maybe what video games is it not featured in would be a harder question.
Yeah, the answer is yes, it's in all of them.
To include the remake of My Little Pony has M4s in it. It's one of my favorites.